Coach, congrats on taking out the Fed Cup. What are your thoughts overall on the game?
It was a very, very tough match. Typical cup football, grand final. Both teams went out to win it today, which was sensational. Great football match. A few key moments, made the game, and it's great to get the win.
Yeah, you spoke yesterday about how you always like to come out hard and get the goal early if you can. Did you have to kind of change things up a bit going behind early, or did you just continue the way you were playing?
We waited. We were very comfortable in our style of play. They changed what they did. They didn't want to play the ball at all in their final third, so they just kicked it and gave it back to us. So it was a transition game on that, which worked for them. For the most part, they got the early goal, so we had to come after them. We snuck one in just before half time, which is really good going into the sheds, and a penalty to win it.
Yeah, and then you obviously got the academy tonight on the weekend as well, and then you're facing them in the qualifying semi-final. Do you view playing them a couple of times as that perfect preparation heading into the finals?
It's sensational. I think we said in the media during the week too, if we can play that high intensity quality match every week, we'd be very fortunate. So really looking forward to playing them again on Saturday at their home ground, and then back here the week after, like you said, the major semi.
Yeah, and just finally, that's 2 of the 3 trophies on offer that you've taken. Is there the thought in the back of your mind about the treble, or are you really just taking it a week at a time?
There always is. Like the premiership, we're very vocal about the premiership. That's our trophy. The club championship, we want to be consistent across the club as well, so with all our grades. So we definitely want the premiership. We definitely want the treble now that it's on offer. We're going to try and get it and do our best trying to do it as well.
Yeah, obviously tough loss tonight, going down in the cup final. What were your thoughts overall on the game?
I thought it was a roller coaster, as you can tell from my voice. Look, this is what the finals are all about. Like obviously, we got up early. We had some game plans coming into it. In that first half an hour, I think we executed them to a T, which ended up with the goal. Like we identified that if we're going to score against this side with the defence that they have, we're going to score from those areas outside the 18. So we set ourselves up that we get on the ball facing forward there. We're going to test Nat Lacey, and we did, and we got some success through it. But obviously, as the game wore on, like copping that goal just before half time is a heartbreaker. But again, that's football. Coming into the second half, you could tell as the game wore on, became more and more frantic. The game was ebbing and flowing. Unfortunately for us, call went against us, copped the penalty, coolly taken by Munoz, and unfortunately that's the way it ended up.
Yeah, you mentioned that that early goal, and you guys arguably had the run of the play for the first 20-30 minutes. Was that part of the plan coming in, was to try and hit them early?
Yeah, 100%. So we recognise with the defence that they've got, I've said it a couple of times this week, it's going to be hard to break them down, and we recognise that we have to score early. The messages I delivered to the girls before the game, probably one of the biggest differences between us and them is not only obviously the age gap, but the experience that comes with that. I know Belconnen have been here many times before. They're not used to, but they're accustomed to these big games. But we knew we had to lead from the front. We had to hit them early. We threw some pictures at him that I knew Ant wasn't expecting. Got him on the back foot, capitalised on it. But again, their class shone through. They didn't panic. They wrestled back control of the game, and they got the result.
You mentioned that goal on the cusp of half-time. How much does that change your outlook heading into the second half from being 1-0 up right there to then being even?
Didn't change the outlook, so it didn't change the game plan. But why it's such a hammer blow, it's a mental hammer blow for the girls. Because obviously one of the pre-game messages was we need to keep them scoreless. So coming into half-time, about 30 seconds before half-time, to concede, it completely changes the mentality of the players as they come into the shed. So it changes the way I address them at halftime, and how I need to speak to them, how I need to get them back up, as opposed to coming in 1-0 up and I've sort of got to calm them down. So that's what it changed. But in terms of strategic, it didn't change the way we're going to attack them, because as I said, that first half we're getting a lot of success, and the aim was to continue with that success in the second half.
Yeah, and just finally, you played Belconnen tonight, and you play me in the catch-up on Saturday before the semi-final next week. For a young side like yours, a development team, is that just the perfect prep heading into finals, playing a team like Belconnen?
Yeah, 100%. So we want the tough challenges. We've played them 3 times this year. We've copped the result 3 times, and as disappointing as it is, losing those games, it's a huge learning opportunity for them. I mean, this is a side that's got experience. This is a side that has a hyper intelligent coach that presents different pictures. So from a development point of view and from my point of view, I need to then break down those pictures and teach my players how to break them down and how to think on their feet and identify pictures. So from that aspect, coming in the finals, like, yeah, we play them Saturday, yeah, we play them the following Saturday, and if all things go to plan, we might play them in a month's time as well. But again, we want to be playing them constantly, so I couldn't be happier with it.